Welcome back to Cinema Nova Movie News, our top stories this week, all-time favourite Christmas classics, plus a look at the holiday season's most anticipated new films. Julian Temple directs Crock of Gold, a few rounds with Shane MacGowan, an electrifying insight into the life and times of the Irish punk poet and lead singer of the Pogues. An entertaining documentary that combines unseen archival footage, home movies and brand new interviews, Crock of Gold is a must-see. Plus, enjoy a complimentary glass of the Pogues Irish whiskey with your opening week ticket while stocks last. Fully remastered and remixed, classic cyberpunk anime AKIRA enters a whole new decade. Set in a dystopian 2019 Tokyo, a motorcycle gang discovers a secret government project in a city divided by growing tensions before an accident causes the city to explode. Witness a Melbourne legend on the big screen when Courtney BARNETT and her band perform at one of Australia's most extraordinary landmarks, the Royal Exhibition Building. Courtney BARNETT from Where I'm Standing screens for one night only at Cinema Nova this Thursday. Take an immersive private tour of Leonardo da Vinci's masterpieces in A Night at the Louvre, shot on the final night of the smash hit sold-out exhibition in Paris. See the painter's most beautiful masterpieces up close and in high definition in this big screen event, 10 years in the making. Celebrate the holiday season with our annual screenings of beloved Christmas classics. Die Hard sees grizzled cop John McClane fight terrorists inside Nakatomi Plaza on Christmas Eve. Accidentally left behind when his family goes on holiday, blonde tyke Kevin McAllister, Macaulay Culkin in his star-making performance, must face off against the evil burglars, the Wet Bandits, played by Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, in Home Alone. And if you're a fan of Home Invasion, you'll love it when Kevin accidentally travels to New York and runs into the Wet Bandits again in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. You'll have all the feelings there are to feel when you revisit all-star Christmas classic Love Actually, featuring a killer soundtrack and a cast including Hugh Grant, Colin Firth, Emma Thompson, Alan Rickman, Laura Linney, Keira Knightley and Liam Neeson. Exclusive to Cinema Nova from Boxing Day, Barcelona set romance End of the Century sees two men forge a strong connection before an unexpected revelation allows them an opportunity to consider life as it might have been in End of the Century. The film to beat at the 2021 Academy Awards, Chloe Zhao's Nomadland stars Frances McDormand as a modern-day wanderer living out of her van, working small jobs to make ends meet. Winner of the top prizes at the Toronto and Venice Film Festivals, Boxing Day brings a fortnight of advanced screenings ahead of a later release, so book your tickets today. Directed by Martin Prevost, How to Be a Good Wife stars Juliette Binoche as a widow who discovers she owes an enormous debt to the bank. Forced to reevaluate everything she believed about being a dutiful and subservient wife, the burgeoning women's liberation movement may be the key to overcoming her problems. Facing the growing threat of Nazi Germany, Prime Minister Winston Churchill orders the formation of an all-female espionage agency in A Call to Spy. The true story of the women who would risk their lives by going behind enemy lines is thrillingly told in a new drama by Lydia Dean Pilcher. Documenting a collaboration between world-renowned chef Yotam Untitled and the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, OTTOLENGHI and the Cakes of Versailles follows 5 visionary pastry makers as they take inspiration from the Paris landmark for a new exhibition. A feast for the senses, discover the link between food, history and beauty. One of Australia's finest filmmakers, Robert Connolly, adapts Jane Harper's best-selling novel, The Dry. Federal agent Aaron Falk, played by Eric Bana, returns to his hometown following the death of an old friend, only to once again become involved in the unsolved death of a teenage girl decades earlier. Oscar nominee Carey Mulligan stars as an avenging angel in Emerald Fennell's Promising Young Woman. A delicious new take on the revenge thriller, a young woman traumatized by a tragic event in her past leads a secret double life by seeking out men who would take advantage of vulnerable women, only to turn the table on them when they least expect it. Based on an incredible true story, director Nicolas Vanier's Spread Your Wings sees a visionary scientist who studies wild goose migration team up with his son for a madcap plan to help an endangered species of geese get where they're going. Starring Gemma Arterton, Tom Courtney and Gugu Mbatha Raw, SUMMERLAND is a swoon-worthy new drama set during wartime in a remote English village. Charged with caring for a young boy from the city, a reluctant author must open her heart up to a township she has deliberately distanced herself from. That's all for this week on CNMN. Welcome back to the movies and Merry Christmas!